Hey Swishers, welcome to an all-new episode of your WNBA Daily Swish. Okay, I'm going to take a step back today and talk about what has been going on in the WNBA, and that is the free agents. Okay, they made their choices. They have decided on where they're going to go, whether they're going to stay with where they're at or if they're going to move to another team. Several players have made some major changes and surprised all of us. I know I was majorly surprised by a lot of these changes, and in the end it could be something good, right? Okay, not all of these changes are bad. I know that we want some of our players to stay with our teams and we don't want them to go anywhere because we think that they were making a good impact on where they were at, right? Okay, but sometimes these changes could help another team and make a bigger impact, make a bigger showcase on a new team, right? And there were some changes with some players that you didn't expect them to leave because they've been there for so long, right? Okay, so I'm just going to talk about this for a minute. I'm going to discuss this because this is some major news in the WNBA, and then I'm going to quietly move into NCAA news, okay? So we're kind of switching it up today a little bit because as we get closer and closer to the WNBA, there's going to be more news, more highlights, more things going on. And once I get news of the WNBA draft, I will let y'all know, okay? It probably won't happen until closer to March Madness, and maybe I think most likely around beginning of April 1st, April 2nd, somewhere right around in that time, okay, is when they'll probably have the WNBA draft. So be on the lookout for the news on that because we're getting closer and closer to the WNBA season, guys. So I'm going to be kind of slowly transitioning us into WNBA news and but also give you some NCAA news. So today, the free agents. Let's talk about that. Let's get into discussion about that. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. So here we go. First off, let's start off with Alicia Clark. Okay, she was with the Seattle Storm last year. This year, she made a change to go to the Washington Mystics. Okay, now we have Alicia Gray. Okay, she played for the Dallas Wings last year, but she decided to stay with the Dallas Wings for another contract. Okay, so she didn't go anywhere. She didn't make any major moves, any major changes. She's staying right where she's at. Okay, then you have Betnijah Laney, okay, who was with the Atlanta Dream, who now decided to make a change to the New York Liberty. Okay, then you have Jontel Lavender. Okay, she played for the Chicago Sky. Now she made a transfer over to the Indiana Fever. Okay, now this next one, I'm going to get a little heated because I am a big-time fan of this player. Okay, I followed her when she was at the San Antonio Stars and all the way to Las Vegas. Okay, and she was one of my top dogs, one of my top players. Okay, and I fully supported her, and she was one of my favorite three-point shooters, one of my favorite guards, actually. And I'm talking about Kayla Mcbride. Okay, she decided to make a major change to go from Las Vegas Aces to the Minnesota Lynx. How do I feel about this? How do I feel about this as a fan? I wanted her to stay with Vegas, okay? But maybe this will be a good change for her, okay? Because Coach Reeves does know what she's doing. She has brought out championship teams. And so maybe this will be a chance for Kayla Mcbride to get a ring, right? They almost made it last year when she was with the Las Vegas Aces. And so maybe this will be a good change for her. Maybe this will start a new chapter for Kayla Mcbride. K-Mac! Okay, sorry, I had to do that because I always do that at every game. Every time she makes it 3, I'm like, K-Mac! Boom, son. Can't stop that train. Can't stop that train. Okay, so hopefully this will be a good change for Kayla Mcbride to showcase even more what she has. And hopefully this will be a good change for the Minnesota Lynx as well because you had Maya Moore out for a little while. Sylvia Fowles was out for a little while. So maybe this could be an an interesting concept for the Minnesota Lynx. Maybe this is what they needed, okay? So, Candace Parker. Ooh! 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 This one probably surprised everybody because we're used to seeing Candace Parker in that big, bright yellow uniform, right? Okay? Yeah, well, not anymore. She decided that, she decided to go to the Chicago Sky, okay? And this is where she calls home. So maybe it'll be a better atmosphere for her. Maybe she'll play a little bit harder. Not that she hasn't played harder before, okay? But being home gives you a different feeling, right? When you're playing for your hometown, when you're playing for your home fans, maybe this will be good for her, and maybe good for the fans as well as the team, right? Because you got Stephanie Dolson there. She needs a little bit of backup, and I think Candace Parker could be the one to help be that backup, step it up, and bring Chicago Sky to playoffs this year, right? Okay, because they did well last year. I mean, you had Vandersloot, who was a top-notch guard, okay? I mean, Vandersloot was something else last year. I'm not going to complain. So if you add Candace Parker into there, I guarantee you that the Chicago Sky will be a threat this coming WNBA season. So I don't know if you guys agree with me, but let's face it, okay? Vandersloot, Parker, Dolson, okay? They're gonna be a fun team to watch, okay? Now that they have Candace Parker. Cheyenne Parker, okay? She went from the Chicago Sky and decided to go to the Atlanta Dream, okay? Then you have Epiphany Prince, okay? Played for the Seattle Storm last year. She decided to stay right where she's at, okay? Other exciting news, okay? Diana Taurasi, okay? How many of y'all were afraid that she was going to go somewhere else? I guarantee you, guess what? She decided to sign a multi-year contract back with the Phoenix Mercury. She wasn't going nowhere. I feel like Phoenix has always been her place. It's always where she's been loved by the fans. She's been loved by her team. And she's just a GOAT, right? Okay, so she doesn't plan on going anywhere. She just signed a multi-year contract with the Phoenix Mercury. And I think everything's going to be fine and dandy with them. Hopefully, she can have a healthy season this year. Okay, that's what we're hoping for, right? Next, you have Alyssa Thomas. Okay, she played for the Connecticut Sun last year and decided to stay with the Connecticut Sun, so she wasn't going anywhere either. Okay, so what are y'all's thoughts and ideas about the free agents and where they went? What do you think they could do for their teams that they're on now? Okay, do you think that that these teams will be a little bit stronger? Do you think that there will be some major changes? Do you think that they have to develop chemistry a little bit more? I would think, right? You got these new players coming in, so they got to be able to blend in with what they already have, right? Okay, so that is your free agency. Hopefully, you're not too upset about who's gone where, or maybe you're happy that your player decided to stay where they're at, or maybe you're happy that they made a change, okay? So what are your thoughts? What are your ideas, okay? I would like to know, okay? So leave that down below in the comment section, okay? Also, like I said, if you haven't joined my Facebook group page for the WNBA Daily Swish, get to it right now. Spread the word. Tell your friends, okay? So, here we go. I want to talk about NC State and Louisville. Okay, this was a game that was played last night. Okay, and so this just came out in the headlines, and this was kind of a shocker to me. May not have been a shocker to you, but for some people, this was a shocker. NC State takes down Louisville. Okay, what the hell is that? Okay, excuse my language, but what the hell? Okay? What the hell? What the hell? Okay? So, number 4 takes down number 1. And I'll tell you what, this college season has been more exciting than I have ever seen it before. Okay? It's been up and down. This is the second time that NC State has knocked off a #1 team. This was Louisville's first loss of the season with a 74-60 loss. Okay? How many of y'all are upset about that upset? See what I did there? Okay? How did NC State do it? Okay? I'm telling you right now, these teams, if you're going to be #1, get ready to have these other teams try to take you down. They want it. They're out for blood. They're out for revenge because they want that #1 spot, right? Okay? So you have to be careful. You have to play hard, and you have to keep the momentum up if you're going to stay in that #1 spot. Okay? So how did they do it? NC State had more control inside the paint. Okay? They had 36 inside the paint compared to Louisville's 18. Okay? So what does that tell you? Okay? Also, their defense was tight on Dana Evans, okay, who only led the Cardinals with 17 points, okay, and 5 for 8 from the 3, okay. So they were playing pretty tight on her. They wouldn't let her score as much as she usually does, right? Okay. So I was excited to watch that game, and, you know, it threw me for a loop, okay. This is what makes NCAA fun to watch, okay? New surprises, new teams dominating, more teams out for blood, okay? So, if you become #1, you know, you better watch out because you have hungry teams wanting to take you down and eat you alive, okay? So, I'm going to give the top 10 rankings as they are posted as of right now. This is what I had written down at the time. Okay, things may have changed since this video was posted. Okay, so don't be too harsh on me with these rankings as I come out with them. Okay, top 10, Louisville. Okay, #2, South Carolina. #3, UConn. #4, NC State. #5, Baylor. #6, Texas A&M. #7, Maryland. #8, you have UCLA, okay? And then #9, Stanford. #10, Arizona, okay? In my next video, this is probably going to change, but we'll have to see, right? Okay? So, that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you think about the new changes with the free agents and where they went, okay? How is this going to impact the new teams that they're on? How is this going to impact them as a player? How is this going to impact the team? How is this going to impact the whole entire WNBA season? Okay? So, put your comments down below of what you think. Okay? Like I said, if you have not joined my WNBA Daily Swish Facebook group, get there now. Okay? I update you with everything and all things women's basketball, WNBA, NCAA. Okay? I try to update you guys as quick as I can. So, get there now. Spread the word. Let your friends know. And like I said, if it ain't hot, it ain't a swish.